Hey folks, this is the OMG, putting out the vibes, speaking to the tribes. I got 1,000,000 wives. I got the bees working on the hives. Man, he looks like he's just been cleaning all day. Look at this. Look at this. It looks like you bought it. Did you buy a new floof jacket? Bought a new floof jacket, apparently. He's extra paranoid though, so that means he was like close to people. He's like, listen. Look at those fucking coyote ears. Jackal ears? Whatever those dogs are in, like. He's on drugs. He took drugs. Did you take drugs again? Drugs again. Yeah, so we came back, finally. It's only been like 10 minutes since I made the last video. I sat in the trailer for a minute and he popped out, so. Did you guys ever see that movie, Dark City? I ask everyone if they've seen that movie, and it's... I mean, granted, it was a super, like, cult movie when I was young, so no one's probably seen it now, but I just remember Shell Beach, and I can see the Shell sign. Dude, I went to the thrift store today. I get so, not triggered, but I'm just like, what are you telling me, universe? I saw my ex-girlfriend's name on the wall as, like, I don't know, like, I guess if you had that name, you would slap it on in your bedroom. I don't know. It was like a giant mural thing, and I was like, what is going on? And every town I pop in and spend at least some time in, I find a street with that name, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, I don't understand what the universe is telling me. I just notice, and then I move on. I'm like, well, you're gonna have to do better than that. I need more signs than that. Or maybe it's telling me about the dude in jiu-jitsu that has the same name. Because that dude's super cool, so... He's actually part of the reason why I shaved my face like this. Because he told me about this character in a show that has a similar facial hairdo. And I was like... He's like, you could pull it off. I was like... Alright. Then I went with this, and I was like, I like this. So... Maybe that's why. I just, like, sort of... think of the ex-girlfriend before I think of dudes with the same name, but dudes with chick names, chicks with dudes names. What kind of world are we living in? I'm so glad this one's over, though. That's the problem with cider for me, is like, the first sip is like delicious, and then afterwards you're like, fuck that. Are these twist-offs? What do you think? Probably? No? Definitely not. What do you think? Can I do it? Is it gonna spray everywhere? Probably. Oh, balls. Balls. I don't know what to do to keep Douglas in tonight. I feel like a fucking Gestapo agent if I just lock him in the trailer with me, but I'm probably gonna have to do that. Because if he has the freedom to come and go, especially this spot, I'm pretty sure he bops over into the, like, open field next door. Or up front. I don't know. He came from, like, this way, it seemed like, so he's probably that way. It's delicious. Strawberry magic. Delicious. If I have enough of these, eventually I'll just plug in to Cracker Barrel and be like, fuck it. I don't care. But right now I'm still waiting for them to close. They close in like Soon. Possibly an hour, or possibly they are closed. It's 9. I know they close at 9 on regular nights, so they might stay open an extra hour. I just got some new subs to my channel, which is sweet, so thank you all for subsubbing, for subsiding to my subscriptions. I also followed you back. Duh. Yeah, this new guy called Van Cave, which he puts out videos where he dances behind his van, which I like. I think I'm going to push myself to do at least one of those videos. Ariel XYZ also put out videos where he danced in random public, which is even scarier, but if it's scary, that means I should probably do it, so. There's a weird balance in life of like dedication and exposure to new experiences, because in order to get your black belt in anything, you need to do it a lot consistently. But at the same time, it also becomes comfortable, it becomes a habit, it becomes Saturnian. And then is there growth in those experiences? If you continue, I mean, there is obvious growth, but it's obvious like a tree developing or a branch developing a leaf. That's like Saturnian. Whereas forming a whole new branch, that is whatever, exposing yourself to things that are scary and new avenues. So, building different branches or building more leaves on a branch. If you become a person, a tree, with one branch and 1,000 leaves, you're just going to fall over. So you definitely need to have more branches with leaves. And then you always get those weird leaves that come out of like the stalk or the thing itself, you know, it's not even on a branch. What are those? Those are, I don't know, one-off experiences, I guess. But I had a way to go with this. Which way was I going? Oh, I've noticed that all my favorite jiu-jitsu people that I connect with play guitar. It's like, and it's become annoying at this point. It's like literally every single one of them. I'm like, wow, you're really good at jiu-jitsu? Wow, you're actually really good at guitar? Could you slow down? Why are you good at everything? And then they're usually good at one other thing, and I'm like, fuck. I'm literally mediocre at jiu-jitsu, and that's like it. I'm mediocre at jiu-jitsu, I'm mediocre at building things. I'm mediocre at video editing. Borderline mediocre. Mediocre at like automotive maintenance. I'm mediocre at welding. I'm sub-mediocre at skateboarding. Like, I'm mediocre at a bunch of things. But like, I don't know. I just remember learning guitar for a split second on the ayahuasca farm. And yeah, it was fun, but I feel like I need to learn bass. I don't know. Yeah. The universe just needs to drop like an electric bass in my hand, bruh. Or an acoustic, but I don't know. I prefer electric. And then a job with a spot to plug in. Come on now. Come on now! I just wanted to share that because that's been on my mind recently. I'm not like jealous or envious or anything. I'm just like almost morally like amazed. Like, and then I usually talk to them and they usually say music is more of their passion than jiu-jitsu, and I'm like, fuck. I can see that, but at the same time it's like, how did you even get good at jiu-jitsu if music was your passion the whole time? Maybe if you focus on other things, your jiu-jitsu gets better? I also remember a sort of an anecdote from my astrologer, one of the astrologer, or I guess he is my astrology teacher because I took a course from him. But he did a bunch of ayahuasca ceremonies while studying astrology, and ayahuasca gave him like downloads of astrology. And he said, yeah, commonly when you're studying something in the physical and doing ayahuasca ceremonies, she may give you new perspectives and new dumps. I don't even want to say dumps, just like downloads, whatever, uploads in that specific area of life. And I was doing jiu-jitsu and I was taking ayahuasca, and I did not get any of those. I just got reintroduced and reignited in the area. I didn't get any, like, sweet dumps or downloads. But I did get some sweet dumps. Out my butt and out my mouth. And on that note, toodles.